Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life. Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey?
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? It's been a little crazy here. I was waiting for Hollis to come in and I'm not sure where they are, so I'm doing this. And if you're in our Facebook group, usually they stream that and I can't. I'm not sure where they are. So I'm doing it all, but that's okay. We got this. Welcome everyone. Welcome Cynthia, Donna, Megan, Nikki, Courtney. Welcome, everybody. So I'm glad everybody found their way here tonight. How's everybody doing? It has been a beautiful day here. Hello, my beautiful spiritual sister. I'm trying to see who this is. And family. Hi, sweetheart. Andrea. Yeah, it helps if I put my glasses on. Hi, Carla. Carla's here. Megan Howard. Hello. Hi, Carly Scott. Hi, Carrie. Carrie Kaminsky. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad everybody could make it tonight. Bobby, well, I'm glad you're still on this side. Thank you very much. Do you know I had a really good girlfriend? I don't remember how old I was named Bobby when I was growing up. I don't even know how old we were. We went to band camp and everything together. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Now, if you are in the Facebook Mediums group, I know I tried to, I'm going to check it real quick. I know I tried to click on it. Like if you click on the event, it does take you here somehow. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is some spirit-led mini readings. If you don't know me, I'm Mama Cole. I've been a psychic medium, honestly, professionally for, I'd say, the last 5 years or so. And right now, I'm loving doing the spirit-led stuff. I've been in touch with spirit since I was 4. Some of my first experiences were me telling my family of my deceased loved ones and how they were coming to visit me and play with me and experiences with them. And I remember Romper Room? It reminds me of Romper when you guys say everyone's names. It kind of does, doesn't it? I just want everyone to know that I'm happy you're all here. And sometimes hearing your name, like Lisa McGovern, sometimes, if you're a widow or a widower or something like that, sometimes we don't always hear our names. So sometimes it's pretty special. So I love that. Thank you, Connie. Hello, Heather. So, I'm Mama Cole, and the reason I call myself Mama Cole was I did foster care for 6 years and tried helping troubled teenagers, and we got them straight out of foster care. And I didn't like them just calling me Cheryl, so they started calling me Mama Cole. And I didn't also didn't like them calling me Mom because they all had a mom. So that's where it started. And then since then, when I was doing my shadow work and stuff, I had a very traumatized mother who in turn traumatized me. So I've been mothering myself and healing myself, and then my friends around me and everyone. So that's also why I'm referred to as Mama Cole. So we all need a little mamas every now and then. Hi, Anna. Nice to see you, sweetheart. So that's where the mama comes from. And now what's really cute is my grandkids are now calling me Mama. So it's really cute. So what I would like to do tonight, let's all just take a few deep breaths. Okay, we all have an hour just to hang out with me and your loved ones in spirit and each other. So let's kind of create a sacred little space for us. So what we're going to do is I've already opened the circle, which has created a circle of light around us so that we're working within the circle of light. Okay. And I like us to breathe. Ah, thank you, Carrie. You're my new mama. That's what I didn't have a good mom. I had a good mom. I just had a very traumatized mom. And so you're more than welcome to call me mama. Okay. And that's exactly, I want everybody to see what Angie's doing. We're going to breathe deep and we're going to let all our worries go away. And we're going to ask our spirit guides, our angels, our higher selves to bring through whoever needs to come through with messages, like Angie has Tracy that she'd like to come through. Okay. So close your eyes. If you're not driving, if you're driving, please just ignore this part. And unless you'd like to pull over to a safe space. Okay. So all we're going to do is drop in, and we're just creating a little sacred space and a welcoming space to let spirit know that we're ready to work. So close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to do this 3 times. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, I want you to breathe out any stress, worry, anxiety. There's no right or wrong way to do this tonight. We just simply need to be present. So breathe in one more time. Breathe out. Let's go ahead and do that 2 more times. So breathe in. We're going to breathe in peace, hope, love. Breathe out all that stress, worry, anxiety, any bit of grief you'd like to release, anything that doesn't serve you. One more breath in. And breathe out. Okay, now you can open your eyes. Now, what I would like to do is go ahead and invite. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ask our angels, guides, guardians, loved ones, those in spirit, and our higher selves to come with us tonight, to please guide us with your presence, to help the messages that come across be clear. May the signs be eloquent. Oh, that's a difference. May we work efficiently and for the good of all present tonight. May our hearts be open to receive with love and gratitude. Thank you. I get a little nervous. I start hearing the dings and I'm not sure where others are tonight, and that's okay. So, hello, Amber. Welcome, honey. So with that, a little bit about me. I have been seeing spirits, hearing their messages since I was 4 years old. I fought it a lot of my life because a lot of my family, they didn't believe me and kind of intimidated them. And then in my 20s, I saw the events of the Gulf War. I saw us actually bombing them. I had visions of it before it happened, and I described it to people. And then it happened about 2 weeks after my visions. Then after that, I started getting to ruins, casting ruins. I never would do tarot. I had friends that did tarot, but I would not for some reason. You're so welcome, Nikki. So from there, I dove into ruins and stuff like that, and I read a lot. And I lived in Hawaii, so I was really into the oceans, and I learned a lot from a Hawaiian medicine man. Our ship, we had a really big run-in with Madame Pele. Madame Pele is the goddess of the volcanoes, of lava. And just like some of us my age have seen on the Brady Bunch, where somebody takes a piece of lava and they hit it, and I think it was Marcia or somebody, and all this horrible stuff happened to the family. Well, that happened to our ship. Our ship had come from dry dock in San Francisco and just gotten all fixed and everything. And I rode it from San Francisco to Hawaii. And then we got in Hawaii, and we always went from Honolulu to Kauai to Kona, then Hilo, and then Maui and back. Well, after we went to Hilo, we would go, at the time Kilauea was exploding, so we would go past the volcano. Well, somehow somebody on the crew or something started gathering lava rocks, and they had a whole thing of lava under their bunk. And our ship was blessed by priests. It was blessed so many times, and finally we kept going dead in the water. We had horrible things happen. Our engines would just die. We had a fire in our laundry room, like all these crazy things in like a 3-month period. So finally our captain was Hawaiian, and he asked for a medicine man from up in the mountains, and he came down in full regalia, and he walked through the whole ship and blessed it. And he stopped at this man's cabin, and they searched it. Sure enough, they found this huge box. So after that, I learned to respect all kinds of things. I learned there's never to fear, but that there's power out there. So I'm not sure why I shared that. I thought that was very interesting. So that was my first like indulgence into mysticism and stuff, and I was like, "Ooh!" And the power that this priest had, because there'd been other people that had come, and they had like a Catholic, but they had all these different people try to bless the ship and stuff. But he was very powerful and stood in his power. So I think that's where my message is going. Is hi, Melanie, nice to see you, sweetheart. I think that's where my message is going tonight, is for us to stand in our power and not to be afraid. There's nothing wrong with what we're doing. Yeah, it was really cool. Once they removed, and what was funny was the man could not just take the lava off the ship. We had to go back, and the guy that took it had to take it back and apologize and take it back to the island. So, yeah. So with that, let's see who we have dropping in. I apologize if, yeah, see, I feel the same way. I respect the arts. It's just really neat. I have lived, honestly, I grew up part of my life in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I had a lot of influences with the Navajo medicine man. My best friend's uncle was the medicine man of the village, the Zuni, and I also was on the reservation a lot, like Borrego Pass and stuff, which is in Gallup, New Mexico. So I've learned a lot of different cultures. And I apologize. I have satellite. I do glitch every now and then, but I will always be back. I had the same messages during readings today. Amazing synchronization. Isn't that amazing when that happens? Yeah, a lot of standing in our power today. Okay. Your light just flickered, Neela. So please know that's confirmation. Perhaps there's something that you're not standing in your power about. I love that for you. Ooh, the hot springs in Albuquerque. Yes, interesting fact. I also grew up a caver and was in my first cave when I was 3 days old. So I've seen the hot springs. That my dad was a caver, backpacker, hippie, and I've backpacked and hiked all over the U.S. So anyway, oh, and I love this part Apache, Comanche. I'm sorry, on your dad's side. Oh, Cheyenne and Comanche. That's beautiful. Well, welcome, welcome. So Nelia, yeah, I would say if your light's flickering, probably. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in. And I apologize, I can't see any comments in the mediums group, or can I? We had to reschedule. I was on, I had to take last night off. I just could not do my normal schedule. So that might be what's up with Bright Hawk and Hollis. But I do know that they also have a convention in Denver too. So that might be where they're at. So just bear with me as I do both the technical and the medium. I'm going to drop in. And now how I work is I just drop in, and I would like to go ahead and invite one spirit at a time who would like to come forward with their messages and validations. Please make it clean and clear for me tonight, as I'm also doing some technology stuff. Oh, now I cannot, hold on, I can't see the face yet, but I'm seeing white silk pajamas, no shoes, and just kind of swaggering in. And I honestly cannot tell you. I believe this person's gender fluid. I don't think gender really matters to them. But they're in white silk or satin pajamas. But they're like ivory. Ah, welcome, Destiny. Her daughter's watching first time in the group. Welcome, sweetheart. So this person has on, they're more ivory. They're not crisp white. They're an ivory. I'd say it's an older woman. Like, she has short hair, but I'd say she's like 70s, but she's flashing to like her younger years too. And she's got the really short curls, salt and pepper curls in her hand. But it's almost like, I'm not sure if she's dancing or she's like sashaying, but she's grooving. Okay, this lady dance, but I'm talking soul. She's rhythm and blues, soul, white satin, not ivory satin pajamas. I'm writing her down. And she doesn't have a bun, but she has like she even has a bow in her hair. Her hair's very well done. Red nails, beautiful nails, and her toes match her nails. And I get more. She's doing the, what is that? The strut, the stroll. Does anybody recognize her? And she's flashing from like mid 40s to 70s. So I would say she passed in the 70s. So this might be like a memory of hers, but why she's wearing pajamas, I'm not really sure why she's wearing pajamas. This may have been similar to something that you may have been laid to rest in. And I guess she was very, when I say gender fluid, she may have even been, I think this is more, and she was very particular about her hair. Makeup, not so much. She just wore mascara and lipstick, but was very into her skin, very rigid on her skincare. Okay, and her loved one is here. Let's see if anybody. Let's see you, Terry. Okay, this might be somebody's loved one that they had that she might have been for a while. So just try to think back. Ivory satin or silk. Her nail always done it bright red, like very red, and her lipstick matches very. So I'm not sure. And all you have to do is if this is your loved one, so just tell me. And she has a heck of a sense of humor. She's like, well, I'll just sit down right here and wait. Very southern dialect. Sassy as all get out. She's like, well, let's just get this party started. Like, she's really. Okay, so can anybody like this lady? Okay, honey, I'm just going to ask you to sit down, sweetheart. I'm going to see if somebody else would like to come through. Now I am getting a group of men, 3 guys. I'd say father, son, and brother. Like, like it would be a father and son, and the father's brother, like the son's uncle, his dad, and his uncle. I get the boys like teen, 16, 17. The uncle passed first, and then I get the boy and the dad. Okay, hold on. See, now I got the grandma coming up. Hold on, Des. Hold on, because I got these guys now. I got everything but the hair. Okay. I'm sorry. Maybe I should not have jumped to these guys right away. Hold on. So what we got, you guys? She's okay. I'm gonna go with these guys because I get the father and son either passed together or passed really close, like very. They either passed at the same time, or I'd say like within a couple months of each other. And I'm seeing. I'm not sure if it's flannel. I live in Florida, so for me to see like winter clothes is different. Like I don't always see that, but they have like flannel and then like vests. So maybe it might be hunting vest or um, some kind of vest. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my dad and brother passed 7 months ago. That's Carrie. And then I get more Betty. My uncle passed, then my dad, then my brother. Yeah, it's Betty. Yeah, because that's exactly what they said. And were your dad and brother like really close to like the uncle was maybe like a year or two first, and then it was your dad, and then your brother. And I get very manly men, very close. This is a confirmation. You need to know that they're together. Um, And I keep seeing, were they hunters? 'Cause I am not a hunter person at all. Or are you like in, it's really funny. Are you? Yes. Okay. Yes, that's you, buddy. Okay. So please know that they're still together. They're doing the things that they love because they're obviously like, I don't see any dead animals or weapons, but I do see like the dress and the dad's really funny. Very jolly because he's like patting on his belly. Was he known for his belly? Because he's like patting on his belly. And it's your brother. Yeah, and your brother. And your brother's just razzing you. Or your uncle, maybe. Yeah, because one of them's patting on his belly. Welcome from Australia, Tawny. Okay, what's the yes? Okay. Sorry about that. Whatever situation it is that you're facing right now that's really difficult, they want you to know. Yes, your brother. Yeah. Okay. You're being counseled right now to know that the situation that you're facing right now, it's going to work out. You just have to have faith. It will work out. Um, and your brother still is very much around. Like there's been a lot of times that you've been having things happen and you think that it's your dad, it's your brother more than your dad. Your brother's the one that's watching out for you a lot. Like I get you guys were very, very close. He wants you to know he's okay. Um, do you have a tattoo or does he have a tattoo on his right arm? And Charlotte, honey, I'm not doing cards right now. I'm going to do a collective one at the end. But right now I'm doing spirit-led readings, just so you know, sweetheart, okay? But hang on, because there might be somebody come in for you. Oh, that's a confirmation. So, so do you have a tattoo right here, or did he have a tattoo right here? And could you tell me what it was? Because I can't really see clearly, but yeah, it's your baby brother. Okay, just be patient, Tani. They just be patient, okay? May have had a tattoo. He was in the Navy. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing one just right here. Okay, so just know the situation that, like, whatever the super challenging situation is right now, because I get it's really challenging, like, you're really having a difficult time. And that may just be the grief that they're talking about, but whatever it is, please know that you're going to get through this and you're going to be okay. Because I get like you're feeling extremely lost. I have a tattoo on my foot. My dad didn't have any tattoos or my brother, but my uncle may have had something from the Navy. They were both in World War II. Oh, I love that. Thank you for your service, guys. Very, very much. Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it is. He has an anchor right here. My grandpa had one too. My grandpa was in the Navy, well, the British Navy. That's cool. Thank you. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Betty. You can't hear me. Can everybody else hear me? I hope. Okay. Now, I'd like to get back to this woman with the hair. Somebody, let me see if I can scroll back up. And if you'd like to get a reading from me, we have $22 off until June. And you can book right there. Look at, I did that. Okay. So Let me see. Okay, the woman that was here earlier, she's just sitting down. And she's very patient. I think it is. Des, is this yours or is it? Seeing what I do, because I feel every spirit is important, and she took the time to show like she's here present, and I know that her loved one's here. So what I'm doing is I scrolled back up to find if it was Lisa or Des, and I'm very pulled to Des. So Des, I do believe this is probably your grandma, sweetheart. Okay, everybody does hear me fine. Good, good, good. So Des, are you still here, sweetie? Thank you, everybody. And Brittany, what I'm doing, yeah, she was very high maintenance. She had short hair. She died when she was, yes, that's her. Yeah, because I get very high maintenance, but not, she wasn't high maintenance in a snobby way. She's got her nails and her toes done red, of course, and her hair, and her lipstick match, but I guess she was pretty cool with, like, she was high maintenance, but in a classy way. Like, she wasn't a snob. You know what I mean? Like, she took care of herself. And did she shrivel when she got older? Because I get like she moved really good when she was young. I get like she sashayed, like she really, I don't know if she was a dancer or what. Uh, oh, there you go. Yeah, because she was showing me her red. Well, did she always have to have red lipstick? Oh, that's cute as could be. That's cute as could be. Hold on. Oh, they got Hollis is there. They got caught coming home in a crazy storm. She even had her makeup done in the hospital. I love that. So please know, I want you to know she's dancing again and she can swagger now. Like, um, I get when sorry. Remember, I have satellite internet. I pay a lot of money for that works sometimes. Um, so Hollis will probably stream on our Facebook group once they get here, and it's okay. So, Des, your grandma wants you to know she's okay. And she doesn't have the frailties that she used to have. And she's really putting out these pajamas. Were these pajamas that she wore? Like, I'm really curious why these are so. Were these ones? There's no way she would have been buried in them. So I bet these were something that, did she have to wear her own pajamas at the hospital too? Because the pajamas, the white, but they're not white, they're ivory. She's very particular about that. Okay. And she really says that there's not a lot of things to tell you. Communicate really well. She had all types of pajamas. So was she known for her pajamas? Like silky pajamas? Were they all satin, silk, fancy pajamas? And she says you talk to her all the time. And yes, she is your guide. She does watch out for you. And she's showing me lilies. I don't know if that's somebody's, but I get it's not really the flower. That might be somebody's name, which I don't always get names. So is there a lily? And if not, it's okay, Des. She wants you to know that she is your guide. She does watch out for you. Okay. And for you, you needed to just the validation that she was here tonight. That was plenty of message for you to know she's okay. It was definitely her without a shadow of a doubt. Because who else would it be? She says, like, oh, there we go. There's Lily. Her cousin's wife named Lily passed in 2008. Okay. Because that was another confirmation to you. Because I don't usually get names. I extremely rarely get names. So please know that because she was like, she doesn't need anything else. She knows. So that's your confirmation. So please know without a shadow of a doubt that Lily and your grandma are okay. Ooh, I got huge goosebumps with them. And I love that she was patient. She's like, okay. So please know, like, if she wasn't patient in life, she is now. Because she wasn't bothered. She's like, oh, it's okay. We'll come back around. Here, let me see what Hollis said real quick. Hold on. I just was letting them know I'm okay. I'm good. So I'm going to go ahead and release your grandma and these three beautiful men. Thank you guys. Thank you for your service. Thank you, grandma. Oh, and they have Easter lilies at the altar for her as well. So please know that she's very aware of the lilies. I forgot about the lily. Oh, I love that. I love lilies. That's one of my favorite flowers. I totally forgot about Easter lilies. That's beautiful. So please know that's also her validating that. Yeah. Thank you for putting those on the altar for her and her remembrance. Thank you so much. And if you guys would like to get a read, this is just a sample. And I'm not pulling anybody particular. Okay, it's right there. What I'm doing is called spirit led. So, what I'm doing is letting the spirits know that I am open and ready to receive a message for anyone that is here. So, just if they come through, and if they don't come through, it doesn't mean they don't have a message for you. It just means somebody else's message was a little louder, or I don't even know how it works, but oh, I'm sure you are emotional, but please know that they're aware, they're with you, okay? You're not alone. I hope it gave you some peace and comfort. I love her swagger. Like, please know that she's still very much herself, okay? Okay, now we're over on the mediums group. So if anybody has a question over there, let me see if I can get it pulled up real quick. Give me just a second. It's always really delayed over there for some reason. There we go. All right. I can always smell. Hello. Hi, Nanette. I can always smell her scent. I love that for you. Do you know that means she's there? Her soul is actually, if you smell her, her soul is actually present. That's the time that she's just coming to check on you. And you have, is it clairgustance, I think, is when you can smell them. I love that for you. I have a great grandma who, stop it. Sorry, I have a kitty attacking my feet. I have a great grandma who her name was Rose, and she always wore rose oil, like rose perfume, and I smell her a lot. Like I've smelled her my whole life. So I love that for you. Okay. Uh, 19 to 20. just started growing a mustache, brown hair down in his eyes. He flips it, kind of quiet, hands in his pockets. Um, and I get his passing was very sudden, very quick, totally unexpected. And either I want to say like a blow to the back of his head or a seizure or possible. I honestly think this is how he fell. And he tosses his hair brown. He tosses it. I'm getting more like a seizure. Some people said that he OD'd, and that's not true. That's not true at all. And he's in his home, bathroom and hallway, partially in, partially out. I don't even know how old he was. I think 19 to 20 is what I was saying. I can just see him really quiet, sweet, sweet boy. Very sweet. Um, it's okay. Welcome, honey. You're not late. You're just in time. So this is a young gentleman, brown hair, and it swoops down over his eye, especially his right eye. And he doesn't want it cut. And it's like this. Hands in his pockets almost all the time with his thumbs out. And he's real relaxed. Like he's not one of he's I don't get so much of a jock. It was just him. Very casual. And it was rumored, it kind of sounds like could be when he was younger. Did he have a seizure? Like, but people thought that he OD'd or something, but did he actually have a seizure? I'm not sure if it's you, Carrie. What else can you hear? He keeps showing me the bathroom and the hallway. There's like actually like light brown carpet. If anybody doesn't know, I'm like a remote viewer. I see like there's times they'll show me stuff, but I don't see or feel the emotions. But I'm seeing like inside and it's a small bathroom, toilet, shower, sink. The door opens this way, and he's laying down. I do get this is it's you. It's Amber. Yeah, it was ruled an accidental OD, but I don't get that it was an OD. I get that he had a seizure. Was he found in the bathroom, like between the bathroom and the hallway? I don't know why that's so important. So that must be your validation, because that's not. I don't always, but I do feel it's Amber big time. See, and what happens is sometimes like the stories are so close, or and Carrie, I don't feel, because Carrie's saying too that it does remind her, but he was in his room, and I don't feel drawn to you. I feel very drawn to Amber. So it's okay, sweetheart. Just compose yourself. In his bedroom. See, I don't get. And is there a baby involved, Amber? Like, does he have a young son? Or his son was born like right after his passing? Because I'm seeing a young baby. And just to know that he is aware of this baby. Yeah, accidental OD. Maybe that's why, because he's like, I didn't do it on purpose. He did it. He wants to make that very clear. He did not OD. I get more seizures, so it must have caused like the brain activity. And that's okay. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. We all have guardian angels. Charlotte's asking if they have a guardian. We all do, sweetheart. Different ones for different times of my day. You did. You had his nephew. Okay. So please note, did you have the baby like right after he passed? Or was the child a baby when he passed? Because all he's showing me is this baby. So I want you to know he's aware of the baby. He knows about the baby. He watches over the baby because he's really showing me a couple years after he passed. Okay, that's what he's showing me. Because what's really cool is where we go and where we come from is the same. Okay, hold on. So where we go and where we come from is the exact same place. So please know your brother-in-law knew your son before you did. See, you wish him terribly. Wish my kids. Now, did you notice that there's no such thing as coincidences? As you're saying that, I'm already telling you that he met them before you did. And he is around them and he does watch over them because he's still very much their uncle. He was just over one, oh, and he loved him so much. So please know that that bond still continues, okay? Hold on, my link is not working. Hold on. Hold on. We have got to change this. Okay, so I guess the link that I showed you doesn't work. That's the right link. So if it doesn't work, just go to Psychic Insights Life and you'll find me. You'll see my crazy face with, I can't stand the picture on there. But Hollis says I'm being self-conscious, so. Oh, Christy. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't sure about babies and death and everything. And what's it's through the experiences that I've had, that I've seen. I've actually had a very personal experience with it. My second son was born. This is a cool story. It's kind of tough. I have 3 kids that I had on my own, and my second son, I was on bed rest most of my pregnancy. I took medicine to keep from having him. Like I almost lost him through it was horrible. And right before I was induced to go have him, I was allowed to go out. So I went walking around Walmart trying to do it naturally. Well, there was a man in our church that I attended at the time who had brain cancer, and he was on strict bed rest too, and he wasn't allowed to go out. And he was like the most spiritual man I've ever met in my life. And I ran into him at Walmart, and he goes, and I'm as big as a house, and he goes, "What are you doing here?" And I go, "Well, what are you doing here?" And he goes, "If I'm gonna die," he goes, "why not die in Walmart?" And I said, "Well, if I'm gonna give birth, why not give birth in Walmart?" And we had a good laugh, talked for about 5 minutes, and then went on our way. And I said, "Well, I love you." And he goes, "I love you too." He goes, "Good luck with that baby." The next morning at 8:15 a.m., my son was born. And sweet brother Lentz is what we called him. He passed at exactly 8:15 a.m. in his bathroom. So as my son left this world, as my son entered this world, he left this world. Isn't that wild? So that was one of my first instances with like where we go and where we come from is the same place. And I don't know. Hi, Megan. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, I've had some. I actually manifested. Do you call the uncle of the boy Jonathan? What? I don't know, sweetheart. Okay. Yeah, it was sad, but honestly, my son like healed the church that I went to at the time. We all missed the older gentleman, but my son was like a bright light for everybody. So it was kind of cool. So let's see, what time is it? How are we doing? Oh, I'm about done. I do about an hour. You're so welcome, Amber. I really hope that brought you some peace and comfort. Yeah. Stick around me for a week to hear all kinds of crazy stories. My whole life is full of, and they're not coincidences. I want you to know they're synchronicities. So in life, if you have, like you see a whole bunch of butterflies, and you hear songs about butterflies, or songs that sounds like your loved one's talking to you, or cardinals, and they said that they would send you cardinals. Please know that's all true. That's all real. Okay. Anybody can do what I do. You just have to tune in. Now, did you guys bring a crystal? Because I was going to share something really cool with you for a minute. I was going to open with it, but we jumped right in. Christy, I'm not really doing reading. What I'm doing is spirit-led readings, okay? So what I was doing is just inviting the spirits in who had messages. And I'm about done and wrapping it up. But if you would like to come back, we do this quite often, and I guarantee you'll get one. If you'd like a personal reading, half hour to an hour, we have, that's how you book right there. And so what I'm going to show you, you've got yours, Chelsea. Yay! What I'm going to show you is grab your crystal. Okay. And this is a crystal that you can work with from here on out. What I want you to do, you're so welcome, Christy. We're here a lot. Spirit, I'm open to receive guidance. How beautiful is that? Good job, Andrea. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take your crystal. And I want you to think of an intention for this crystal. What do you want this crystal to do for you? Hold on. The other day on one road, not even a mile long, there were 2 squirrels on my left, 2 crows on my right, and 2 deer on my left. It was super trippy. Seems like number 2 is your number, and they were bringing your awareness. You're being very blessed by Mother Nature. You know, today's Earth Day. I love that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our crystal. Let me get this banner off for a minute. I want you to figure out, I want you to have an intention for your crystal. What do you want this crystal to do? What do you want to do with it? Do you want it for protection, for clearing, peace, comfort? I want to show you. I want to program this. This is my lepidolite heart. This is one of the best crystals ever for grief. Grief, depression. It's purple, and it's lithium. It's like the stone form of lithium. And what I do, I want this heart to bring me peace and comfort. Okay. Hold on. I want to read this real quick. Barbara's cat Thunder passed last week and was talking to my mom on Bluetooth in the car speaker. We are taking Thunder. As I hung up the phone, the radio comes back on through the speaker automatically. The song that came on was Thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Yeah. Oh, I love that. There's no mistake. That was your cat. I love that for you, Barbara. So what I want to do with this crystal is I want to program this, or I want my intentions of this to bring peace and comfort and clarity in times when I need to be calm. So what I'm going to do is put it in my left hand. Okay. And I'm going to put my right hand over it. Okay? And then I what I love to do is put it over my heart, close my eyes, breathe in really deep, breathe out. Now, this stone I want for comfort, peace. Basically, yeah, comfort and peace. I don't need anything but comfort and peace. So I'm going to picture what peace and comfort are to me. And I'm going to send all of that into my stone, over my heart, peace and comfort. And if I can't figure out how to do it like with my intention, with my thoughts and intentions, then I'm just going to say peace and comfort, peace and comfort, peace and comfort. Okay. And if I don't feel comfortable doing it like this, put your hands. Okay. Peace and comfort, peace and comfort. You can do it just like that and just envision that. Okay. Then I want you to see yourself, actually picture yourself in a moment when you would really need this. Okay. Picture yourself in a moment when you're just stressed and you're so heavy in grief and you just can't stop crying, and you're going to grab this. Peace and comfort, peace and comfort, peace and comfort. Okay. That's how you program a crystal to work for you. You can also program crystals very similar to do action, to help you with your sleep, anxiety, things like that. That's just a very basic introductory thing for you. And another thing that I wanted to go ahead and do tonight, I love that. Barbara was saying that it was the Imagine Dragons. Yeah. Ever since I heard every time I heard that song, I thought of him. I love that for you. And then Carrie was saying that they also get songs all day, every day from my loved ones. I listen to music a lot. You'll find they do that a lot, that they will put messages in music. I didn't think of that. I thought I was turning into Bruce Almighty or another Noah. Oh, no, they were blessing you. You could be like Bruce Almighty. Yeah, 2x2. That's funny as heck. I love that. You're so welcome, Carrie. You're so welcome. Do I carry crystals all the time? Well, yes. I actually, right here, this is my Libyan gold. I have a Libyan gold and a Herkimer diamond. Herkimer diamond helps accentuate my Libyan gold. And my Libyan gold, what this one is, I wish I could show you closer. This is a golden quartz. Well, no, I'm sorry. This is a tektite, which means it's from outer space that landed in the desert, like in Libyan desert, and it has been here through all of humanity. It's older than humanity. So all of the civilizations of man have been here as long as this stone. So I carry those all the time. I always have labradorite, and then I have a medicine bag, which I don't divulge what I carry in my medicine bag very often, but I have a medicine bag full of a lot of stuff. I have Amazonite. There you go. Malachite and Amazonite, which helps my third eye. I wear lapis lazuli. Always have my. I wear lots of quartz. Yes, I wear lots of stones. This is like my most powerful. This is Golden Healer. I live with tons of pain. So I have Golden Healer, Magic 7 something, I can't remember, and Tibetan quartz to amplify it. So I have a lot of healing stones because I live with a lot of chronic pain. And yes, lapis lazuli. I cleanse and I am going to wear it every day. So with that lapis lazuli, do what we just did. Now, I want you to research lapis lazuli too. Barbara, you're going to be astounded. Lapis lazuli is what Cleopatra crushed. It was one of the two stones that she crushed and made into eyeliner, and she wore it as eyeliner. Lapis was also known for the royalty and stuff. If you had a piece of lapis, you made it into the afterlife. You would never go hungry. It was a sign of royalty. I'm really glad you brought this up tonight. I was going to ask about everyone's favorite crystals on the Discord channel. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes. And we are over on Discord, and I'm trying to start a crystal discussion over there too. Carrie says her family bonded over music. Her brothers and nephews taught themselves to play guitar. My other nephew is taking drums, and I sing because I have horrible hand-eye coordination. Me too. I knew my family would communicate through songs, and when a song comes on, I understand the exact messages. I love that for you. Yes. Okay. If you want to hear your inner voice, Nandita, tell you what, I want to pull you. Nandita, you need quartz. Regular quartz. Start with quartz. Quartz can be anything. Quartz can be used. It takes the place of any stone out there, and quartz is the highest vibration. If you look at my post, it's not really a liquid, it's not really a stone, but it'll really help open your eyes and help you start connecting. And when you work with the stone, this is a super special. This is double pointed. See, it's double terminated. It has points on both ends. And this one has like shaman things. But when you look at it, I want you to really look at your stone. It's not very clear, is it? I want you to really look at the facets in it. I want you to feel its energy. And I want you to realize that this stone is how many thousands of years old, and somehow it made it to you. Don't let it just sit on a shelf. Enjoy it. Use it. Communicate with it. Oh, see, and then there is, Carrie says there's a crystal that she's super sensitive to. It makes her really dizzy. I don't know what it is because I was in a crystal shop, so there's so many different ones. It was really weird. I felt like Supergirl with this kryptonite. I bet you it was moldavite, a little green stone from outer space, which is similar to this. It's this one's little brother is moldavite. Spiritual guidance, near future. Yes. If you're looking for spiritual guidance and things like that, I do coaching. You can book with me right there. I actually do coaching. I can do your cards. I can help do, we could do like a medium drop in, like honestly, where I just drop in. Just book with me and tell me what you need, and I can help you on your course. I've been teaching for years. You're so very welcome. So what I wanted to do, I'm going to close tonight with a card from my Soul Journey deck. And this is for all of us. This will be for the whole collective. Soul Truth, okay? And this is a self-awareness deck. And what this does is it'll give us, the first feather is like the message. And then on the back, it actually gives us homework. So this is for all of us here tonight. Yeah, Carrie said she had to leave the building for a minute and she couldn't go near the section that it was in. Hold on. Hello, honey. That was a note crystal there. There you go. Yeah, I'd say that's probably moldavite, and moldavite's not one that you want to play with because it gets rid of all the obstacles and really is insane. Okay, so what does everybody need tonight? Okay, and you haven't seen me do cards in a while because I had broke my hand. I was like, why haven't I done cards? That's why, because I I didn't have both my hands. So this one is beautiful. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? This is for all of us. Yeah, see? Look, and you said about crystals and feathers, and look at that. Look at that card, Jen. So please know that that's a validation for you. So, does your life have room for more pleasure and play? Are you one? I didn't want to figure out which one it was. Are you one who, like me, honestly, I've been in a pain flash the last few days. That's why I had to cancel my live last night. And so I had to sit down and just relax. Well, I like to play video games every once in a while. So I sat and played and watched a movie and relaxed. Well, I felt guilty. So, no, I have room for more pleasure and play, and so do you. Okay. So this says, in what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Do you think that's possible? Okay. What would happen if you added more play and laughter to your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. That's so. Look at that. She just said it was my next words. Exactly. So, see, we're all very gifted. So, how about we try that? I go live. Yes, exactly. Never feel guilty for taking time for yourself. I'm learning that now. I was a mother of 8. And I fostered a whole bunch of kids, and I've always been one that's been a caretaker of everybody else. So when I sit down, I'm like, oh, I should be doing something. Or like now, I'm like, I should be making something for the shop. I should be doing this. I should be doing readings. I should be on the page. Well, no, I'm learning I'm a better medium and a better me if I take time for myself, for my pleasure and play. And we all need to do that as human beings. We're not machines. We need to enjoy life. Okay. So that's your message. So I'm going to challenge you to enjoy some pleasure and play this next week. Okay. This could be as simple as blowing bubbles, um, coloring in your coloring book. When's the last time you've done that? Something simple that you used to do as a child that would really help. Video games, a good chick flick, a Western if you're a guy, or if you're just into Westerns, whatever you're into. Okay. So if anybody doesn't have any further questions, I'm going to go ahead and release our guides, guardians, angels, and higher selves. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Are there any other messages that I need to deliver before I close this circle? To enjoy the light of life. That's a perfect message. You're so welcome. Okay. And Megan said that's a perfect message. Thank you. You're so welcome, honey. Too much time for myself right now. I need work more than fun. I get that too. But sometimes, now I'm going to tell you what has happened to me recently. This was wonderful. Thank you. You're so very welcome, sweetheart. I love doing this. Sometimes what happens to me, honestly, what has happened recently is I find myself, I live right by the Gulf. I'm like 15 minutes from the Gulf. So I go down to the Gulf to the beach. And there's stuff like, no, I should do this. I should do work, or I should be writing a blog or something like that. Well, I'll go down to the beach. I'm like, no, I'm going to go take care of myself. So I'll go down there and bing, I'll get a booking. I'm like, okay. And that's happened like 3 or 4 times when I'm like, no, let's go ahead and have lunch, or let's go to town and we're going to go to the museum, or we're going to go to the springs. And then like, it's been a lot recently. Bing, I'll get a reading. So it's been really nice. So sometimes we are rewarded. And even if you're not, you deserve it. Okay. To a psychic fair with my friend, without my child on Sunday. Me time, finally. Yes. And I bet you'll get a new stone there too. So look for your new, whatever calls to you. Okay. And with that, everybody, if you'd like to book me right there, I believe that's the correct site. If not, just go to psychicinsights.live. There we go. I'm going to do our intro. Oh, wait, I have not checked on the. I'm not sure if I'm able to see it. No, I'm so sorry, but that's okay. So thank you, everyone. You have a good night, and I will see you next time.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.